Hello everyone, my name is Devasis Padhi. Today we will discuss software engineering and today's topic will be interaction diagram. So what is basically interaction diagram? This is the part of UML, Unified Modeling Language. In the last series we have already discussed about the class diagrams, and today we will discuss what is interaction diagram and types of interaction diagram. There are two types of interaction diagram. They are of sequence diagram and collaboration diagram. Okay. So let us start today's topic, that is sequence and collaboration diagram that combines to form the interaction diagram. Okay. So let us start. So from the term interaction, it is clear that the diagram is generally used to describe some type of interaction among the different elements in the model. Okay. If different functions are present, different classes are present, then their relationship and their interactions are clearly visible from the interaction diagram. This interaction is a part of dynamic behavior of the system. What class diagram is the static behavior of the system, but interaction diagram is a part of dynamic behavior of the system. This interactive behavior is represented in UML by two diagrams, that is sequence diagram and collaboration diagram. Interactive behavior can be represented by the help of sequence and collaboration diagram. Or you can say that interaction diagram can be divided into two types. First one is known as sequence diagram and second one is known as my collaboration diagram. Then the question is, what is the basic purpose of these two diagrams? What is the basic purpose of these two diagrams? Now both are generally give importance for the timing sequence of the messages. Okay, but what is the difference? The sequence diagram only give importance to the timing sequence of the messages, but collaboration diagram emphasizes on the structural organization of the object that send and receive message. Okay, what is the main difference between sequence diagram and collaboration diagram? You can say that both are the dynamic behavior of the system. Sequence diagram is the dynamic behavior of the system and the interaction diagram is also dynamic behavior of the system. But sequence diagram only give importance for the timing sequence when the message is sent from one module to another module. But collaboration diagram give importance on the structural organization of the object, okay, that send and receive messages. What is the purpose? The purpose of interaction diagram is to visualize the interactive behavior of the system. Visualizing the interaction is a difficult task. Hence, the solution is to use different types of model to capture the different aspect of the interaction. Okay. Sequence and collaboration diagram are used to capture the dynamic nature but from a different angle. The purpose of interaction diagram is to capture the dynamic behavior of a system. Second is to describe the message flow in the system. Third is to describe the structural organization of the object. And fourth one is to describe the interaction among the objects. As we have already discussed, the purpose of interaction diagram is to capture the dynamic aspect of a system. So, to capture the dynamic aspect, we need to understand what a dynamic aspect and how it is visualized. So, dynamic aspect can be defined as the snapshot of the running system of a particular moment. At a particular moment, the system is in which position the system is actually, that is known as my dynamic aspect. How the messages flow from one module to another module, in what time or in what order the messages are sent, the communication between different modules are done, that is known as my dynamic aspect of the system. We have two types of interaction diagrams. One is sequence diagram and other is collaboration diagram. The sequence diagram only captures the time sequence of the message flow from one object to another, and the collaboration diagram describes the organization of objects in a system taking part of the message flow. So how to draw an interaction diagram? Following things are to be identified clearly before drawing the interaction diagram. First thing is objects taking part in the interaction, different objects who are involved in the interaction, message flow among the object, the sequence in which the messages are flowing, and the organization of object. These are identified in the interaction diagram. First one is different types of object, how messages flow among different types of object, then the sequence in which the messages are flow, which one is first sent and which one is second sent, then organization of different objects. These things are generally visualized in the interaction diagram. So first we will discuss what is generally sequence diagram. So see in this diagram, okay, this is the example of your sequence diagram. So what is here? In the sequence diagram, four objects are there: customer, order, special order, and normal order. These are the four objects: customer, order, special order, normal order. Different objects present involved in the sequence diagram. This diagram shows the message sequence for special order object, and the same can be used in case of normal order object. Okay, special order object message and normal order object message. Okay, same message. This dispatch is for both special order and normal order. It is important to understand the time sequence of message flows. The message flow is nothing but a method call for an object of an object. The timing order of this message, this is first send order, then confirm order, okay, then this dispatch is for self call, okay, then this is return message, this is return message. So how the sequence flows from, okay, how the sequence, what is the timing order of different messages, that is important in sequence diagram. Okay, message flow is nothing but the method call. The first call is send order. This is the first call, send order, which is a method of order object. This send order is a method of this order object. The next call is confirm method. Okay, the next method is call is confirm method, which is the method of special order object. Okay, confirm order, which is a method of special order object, and the last call is dispatch method, which is a method of special order object. This is a dispatch method, it is a method of special order object. The following diagram mainly describes the method calls from one object to another, and this is also the actual scenario when the system is running. Okay, so how the messages, how the function is called from one object to another, how one object calls other object by the help of functions, what is the sequence of calling the function, these things are mainly described in the sequence diagram. So this is a sequence diagram of order management system. Next thing is the collaboration diagram. The second interaction diagram is the collaboration diagram. It shows the object organization as seen in the following diagram. In the collaboration diagram, the method call sequence is indicated by some numbering techniques. The number indicates how the methods are called one after another. We have taken the same order management system to describe the collaboration diagram. See the collaboration diagram. Here the message or the function call are described by the help of the sequence number. This is 1 sequence number, this is 2. So sequence is indicated by numbering the message or method calls. Okay. In the sequence diagram, the timing is important, but in the collaboration diagram, this sequence number is indicated. Sequence number indicates the flow of sequence or the order of sequence of messages from one object to another object. Method calls are similar to that of a sequence diagram. However, difference being the sequence diagram does not describe the object organization, whereas the collaboration diagram shows the organization of the object. This is the difference between your sequence diagram and collaboration diagram. In the sequence diagram, method call does not describe the object's organization, but in collaboration diagram, method calls describe the object's organization. So to choose between these two diagrams, emphasis is placed on the type of requirement. Okay, which one is chosen, that depends upon the requirement. If the time sequence is important, then sequence diagram is used. If the organization of the object is used, if the organization of object is important or required, then collaboration diagram is used. Then what is the purpose of interaction diagram? Main purpose of both this diagram is similar, that is the dynamic behavior of a system. But if we can go the specific purpose, we have already discussed. Sequence diagram gives the time sequence, collaboration diagram gives the structural organization. Okay, and both this interaction diagram are used for forward and reverse engineering. So this is all about your interaction diagram. Thank you.